He conquered the athletics world, clinching 2 Olympic gold medals, 8 world championship victories, and 27 world records in his 20-year career. But after retiring in 2015, Olympic legend Haile Gebrselassie embarked on a new race for building his multi-billion-dollar business empire in everything from real estate to agriculture, education, and the hotel industry. As our very own Wahiga Mara tells us, Gebrselasie's daughter, Aiden Gebrselassie, recently joined her father in what we can only describe in this report as scaling the Haile heights.
In the upmarket Bole district of Addis Ababa in Ethiopia sits the Alem Tower, named after the wife of athletics legend Haile Gebrselassie. This 9-story tower was built about 20 years ago, and the top floor houses the headquarters of the Haile and Alem International Business Empire.
Hi, how are you? Fine, thank you.
The 48-year-old is a busy man, supervising at least 3 hotel construction projects from this tower, including a soon-to-be-launched 5-star hotel in the capital, Addis Ababa. But in typical humility, he pushes his files aside to give us a quick tour of his offices, introducing us to the core team that coordinates the different businesses.
Who's preparing,
On this wall in his office is a graphical representation of his businesses that include several hotels under the Haile Hotels and Resorts Group, several upcoming hospitality projects, the Haile Group of Schools, and his agri-business in the coffee and honey sector. He attributes his success to the exposure that athletics gave him.
When you travel or when you see Europe, America, Asia, and when you come back home and when you see what's happening here and what's going on, always I was asking myself why we are not so good like the Europeans and the others. I always wish to do something for myself, for my country, for my people. I started by building a building somewhere. like in Addis, my first building somewhere not far from here. It's 23 years ago. And then after I finished that building, I had to rent it out.
Gebrselassie now cuts the image of an astute businessman, but confesses that the transition from the track to the boardroom was not easy.
Over 3,500 people in the company. Of course, it's a big challenge, I'm telling you. Of course, business is not like running. When you were in athletics, there were not so many. A maximum of 4-5 people, but now really getting big. And thanks to God, I have people who's helping.
The father of 4 now says a career in athletics can be lucrative, but short, advising that one must make hay while the sun shines.
You cannot run forever, especially when the athlete become injured. The money is faster than you. The money faster than Usain Bolt. No one catch it just once. The money it goes, it's very quick. I have this money. Let me spend just in a good way. Good way means just for the future of myself and for my family.
The marathon legend confesses that he never found time for a college diploma or degree, but learnt a lot through the school of life.
I don't have any diploma and degree, and I don't have anything in business. Well, if you ask me, as I told you, my best lesson, my best degree or diploma is my life experience.
Success, Gebrselassie says, also comes from a supportive family.
Everybody in the company, I see, just as a family. But biologically, I have 4 kids, and my first daughter, she finished the university, and now she joined, just the company. The second one, she's still in London, and the third one in Canada, and the fourth one is a boy. He's in high school now.
Haile interrupts our interview to take us to meet his daughter, Eden Haile,
Congratulations for the first time to interview.
And decides to put a microphone on her so that she can briefly speak to us as well. The 23-year-old recently returned to the country with a business degree from Emory University in America. And she gives us insight into her childhood in the shadow of a world-famous father.
The first time I sort of grasped his fame was when we went to London on the Olympic opening. I just thought it would be a fun trip, but I think every 2 minutes someone was stopping us for a picture in London, and I was so shocked. I was like, this is another country.
Haile may have retired 6 years ago, but his commitment to fitness and hard work has not wavered.
He's not just hardworking, he's very, very consistent in everything he does. He's a person that has routine. Every day he wakes up at the same time and still trains. He's not a runner anymore, but he still trains 5 a.m. in the morning. And then right after work, he works on a construction project. And even at work, he has very specific times he works on.
Eden believes she has inherited some of her father's traits, and it is what led her to return to Ethiopia as soon as she completed her degree, to be a part of building the family business and the country.
Mostly right now, my focus has been on the coffee and the farm in the southern region of the country. So coffee is sort of a new venture for the company, and so looking at it and seeing the potential.
And whilst the legend's firstborn daughter enjoys 5-kilometer runs with her father, she doesn't relish the thought of following in his athletics footsteps.
On athletics, maybe not track. My brother is very passionate about football. I think he does well. Maybe not. I don't think track.
By now, Haile is busy again running his companies, and he informs us that he will soon need to dash for a site visit at his newest hotel in Addis Ababa. The biggest challenges his company has faced over the last 2 years include the COVID-19 pandemic and the conflict in the Tigray area of the country, where government forces have been battling forces loyal to the region's leader, the Tigray People's Liberation Front, also known as the TPLF, for the past 10 months. 2 of his hotels have taken a direct hit from the conflict.
First, they burn, my hotels. And slowly what they do, they burn the life of, those poor people. 400 people lost, their job because of these 2 properties. And after 5-6 months, 1 property back. Okay, thanks to God, the other 200 people come back. But the other 200 people still, they have no job.
Haile is a member of a group called the Elders, who tried to negotiate a peaceful resolution to the conflict last year, but in vain.
For me, I'm worried about just the people. This is a fight between the brothers. This is a fight between each other. And if you ask me who won the battle, no one. What's important? Both parties. Anyone who negotiate or whatever. What's important? They have to be ready to lose, to give just their power for their opponent. We are now under learning process. Believe me, the future is bright for this country. That's what I believe. Because I wish just we had to learn something from others, but it didn't work like this way. But now we are learning.
He winds up by telling us that true heroism in leadership leads to peace, not just in Ethiopia, but across the African continent. And that is his biggest desire. Wahiga Mwaura, Citizen TV, Addis Ababa.
ራችን ሰላም ለህዝባችን ጤና ደስታና በረከት ይስጥልን የዘወትር ጸሎታችን ነው። በቀጣይ ቪዲዮ እንገናኛለን። እስከዛው በእያላችሁበት ደህና ሁኑልኝ። ይህ ሰለ ሰው ሚዲያ ነው።